It is that time of the year when the festive season is underway and there are a whole lot of things happening in the world of automobiles in India and globally. This year we had the opportunity to check out the 2018 edition of the Paris Motor Show and sample some of the cars that will be making their way to India soon, and some which were just too awesome to be left out. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
One of the most important car launches at the 2018 Paris Motor Show, keeping the Indian car market in mind, is the new generation BMW 3 Series. One of the highest selling BMW models globally, the 7th generation 3 Series gets a whole lot of upgrades to the features, design, looks and engine options as well. The good news is, this car will be launched in India sometime in early 2019.
BMW has sold over 15 million units of the 3 Series till date. It is built on the all-new platform called the CLAR and weighs 55 kilos less than the previous model. There will be a 2-litre twin-turbo and a 3-litre inline-6 petrol engine, along with a 2-litre and 3-litre diesel engine option as well. The interior has been completely spruced up, along with a more modern-looking dashboard.
The new generation Audi Q3 also made its public debut at the 2018 Paris Motor Show. Now looking at this car, it gets much more sharper styling, making the SUV look much more contemporary, and also it's grown bigger in size than the previous generation model. There will be 4 engine options to choose from, and we believe that Audi will launch the new generation Q3 in India sometime in the second half of 2019.
The new Q3 is built on a VW Group platform and has 3 petrol and 1 diesel engine options to choose from, with power output ranging from 150 horsepower to 230. It was the Germans who took over Paris once again with their new car launches. After BMW and Audi, it was Mercedes-BENZ who took the wraps off their new generation B-Class. Brand new design language, sexier lines ooze of elegance, and make it look much better than the previous generation model. The new B-Class now has a whole new cabin and a new dashboard, a new infotainment cluster, and a new instrument cluster, both all digital, along with new upholstery as well. Under the bonnet, the Mercedes-Benz B-Class will be powered by a range of petrol and diesel engines, with an all-electric version and a hybrid version which will be introduced soon. When you think of SUVs, speed is probably the last thing on your mind. But the SKODA KODIAQ RS begs to differ. It is, after all, the fastest 7-seater SUV to lap the Nürburgring. The SKODA KODIAQ RS is a 2-litre twin-turbo diesel engine which makes 235 horsepower and 500 Nm of peak torque. 0 to 100 is taken care of in just 7 seconds with a top speed of 220 km per hour. Impressive numbers for a 7-seater SUV. Going electric is the way forward, and keeping this philosophy in mind, Renault showed the KWID, which essentially is a fully electric version on the standard Renault Kwid available in India. Renault built the KWID concept keeping in mind the booming electric car market in China. The production version will be manufactured in China by the EGT New Energy Automotive Corporation, a joint venture between the Dongfeng Group and Renault-Nissan Alliance. It will have a range of about 250 km on a single charge, but the electric motor specifications haven't been disclosed just yet.
Suzuki revealed the Jimny in a new avatar globally a few months ago. The pint-sized off-roader retains its boxy silhouette and old-school charm, and while it's still unclear whether Suzuki will bring this car to India or not, we would definitely love to see the Jimny strut its stuff on Indian roads.
The Jimny gets two petrol engines, a 658cc and a 1.5-litre unit, along with standard all-wheel drive. One has the option to choose from either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic gearbox. We really wish it comes to India sooner than later. Peugeot says that electric cars of the future don't have to be boring. They can be downright sexy and equally practical. Well, looking at the E-Legend concept, we sure do agree with Peugeot. It is a fully electric sports car that's been inspired by the 50-year-old Peugeot 504 Coupe. There are two electric motors in play, one for each axle, and they have a combined output of 462 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 is done in just 4 seconds, and the car has a top speed of about 220 km per hour. A 100 kWh battery offers a range of about 600 km. Sure, the car is only a concept, but how we wish we see this go into production. One of the eye candies at the Paris Motor Show was the Porsche Speedster concept based on the 911 Carrera 4 Cabriolet. With the chassis carried over from the 911 GT3, lots of carbon fiber has been used to keep the weight in check, and interested customers will have loads of customization options to choose from. Porsche will only manufacture 1,948 units of the Speedster concept, and most of them have already been spoken for. Under the hood is a flat 6 engine that makes about 500 horsepower and revs all the way to 9,000 RPM.
What you see behind me are the Ferrari Monza SP1 and the SP2. Part of a new car series from Ferrari called the Icona, the Monza Speedsters are what you would call the epitome of automotive art. Total cargasm. Well, I'll not bore you with the details and let you look at the cars instead. Totally gorgeous, jaw-dropping stuff.
Every once in a while there comes a car which makes you go weak in the knees and makes you swoon. Modern yet flowing, the graceful lines of this car pay homage to Ferrari's racing Barchettas of the 50s. Both cars have the company's most powerful iteration of the V12 engine with 789 horsepower on tap and 714 Newton meters, and have a top speed of well over 300 km per hour. They will also cost upwards of £3 million each. Both the SP1 and the SP2 are road legal, and the bodywork is completely made out of carbon fiber. A total of 499 units will be manufactured, although bifurcation between the SP1 and the SP2 is yet to be finalized.